everyone, welcome back to my channel. Hope you guys are healthy and happy. Winters are long in the northeast side of US. There is not much place to visit and nature is dull. But that doesn't mean I'm staying at home. I love finding offbeat places to visit and of course vlogging them for you guys. Last week we visited one of nature's wonder, the Penn Cave. But first, some coffee and breakfast on the way. We loved this place right beside Lake Harmony, a beautiful lake in the Poconos Mountain. We ordered for some Colombian coffee and basic breakfast. Enjoy the breakfast with a beautiful lake view. Next lake house is simple, roomy, rustic hangout beside Lake Harmony, which has simple, hearty American menu. They also have seating arrangement outside at the lakeside, but it is usually closed for winters. The place had great food, service, location, scenery, and also vibe. And yes, they also have a huge bar for the evening, or even in the morning if you're up to it. After finishing breakfast, we headed out for our main destination of the day, the Penn Cave. It was almost 2.5 hours from Lake Harmony. I had no idea the roads are gonna be this scenic. We drove through the inner highways of Pennsylvania, through rustic villages, farms, fields, and so much more. I mean, this is winters and nature is not at its best, and it is still so scenic. I can only imagine what this place will turn into during summers. After a while during the drive, we realized we are in Amish County. There were buggy rides, horses, Amish men and women on the road. It was such a surprise. I realized there are quite a few Amish villages in the western side of Pennsylvania. For people who don't know who Amish is, it is a community of people who likes living life the old style. They have no connection with the modern society or life. They are mostly into farming, taking care of livestock, not using any modern technology and so on. They have certain rules and regulations inside their community and is expected to follow them. They began immigrating to North America in the early 18th century and first settled in Pennsylvania. No wonder this state has such a huge population. Humility, family, community, and separation from the world are the mainstays of the Amish. Finally, after the scenic drive through, we reached Penn's Cave. There was absolutely nothing when we reached. Then I realized the real fun was underground. We made through the visitor center, took our tickets that costed us $25 each and headed towards the cavern. Penn's Cave is America's only all-water cavern and nature wildlife farm. The cavern has breathtaking limestone formations, which we saw through a fully guided 45-minute cavern tour, entirely by boat. The experience was almost enchanting. The cave was formed over millions of years by subterranean groundwater that dissolved limestone. The groundwater, which is the source of Penn's Creek, covers the bottom of the cave to the depths of 35 feet. The Seneca Indians discovered the cave and used it for shelter. It has been a popular tourist attraction for more than 130 years now. There were so many varieties of cave water fish, mostly trouts. Before we entered the cave, there were a set of rules told to us by our guide, like not touching the cave, not getting spooked as it is entirely dark inside. The boat was completely safe and there are only fish in the water. I was super excited to see what was waiting for us inside.
Boats, but it's actually impossible for them to flip over. So that rocking can feel a little dangerous and unsafe, but you're actually extremely safe inside of this big old metal boat here. If you guys could do me a favor though, if you guys could put your knees towards the cave, come back through. Now we do have some rules before we go. Our first big one is to protect the cave. You cannot touch it no matter where. You do have an oil on your skin, makes your skin nice and hydrated, but the cave doesn't want to be hydrated as that oil can prevent it from growing. So we don't want to damage the cave, so please.
Visitors toured the 1,300-foot long water-filled cave by flat-bottom boats. Some of the formations inside the cave resemble sculptures such as the Statue of Liberty and natural landmark like the Niagara Falls. The cave's temperature is 52 degrees Fahrenheit year-round. Penn's Cave area is a typical mummified terrain which is characterized by a large number of caves, springs, sinkholes, and surface streams that disappear underground. The cave has series of chambers or galleries occurring beneath the surface of the earth, usually extending to total darkness and large enough to permit human entrance. But some of the entrance was so narrow, we literally had to squeeze in.
Around. This is a metal boat, so those hits can be very loud and scary, but don't worry. So, this is limestone. Limestone is a sedimentary rock that means it was formed at the bottom of the ocean. It got here about 300 million years ago. Then as we go through, keep those hands inside the boat and watch those heads inside the boat.
It's like right.
You can see as I said, all these rocks are called speleothems.
This scene from the cave is so scary. Can you see the water dripping from the tip of the cave formations? This proves that the cave is still active and alive and continues to form more structures. We had water dripping on us constantly as we sailed through the water deeper inside the cave.
I promise we get a better view of the Garden of God from here.
That smoke lay inside the cave, taps on the white calcite, and cause smoke damage. Now this used to be bright white right here, but that damage is turned dark black. Currently, then we can see the New York side. And below that, you can see it looks like a dinosaur. Here's his tail, his body, and his head. Again, tail, body, head. Across from him, you can see his favorite snack, a bacon. You can see some more from that.
This is scary.
Grow after all that damage. This white color that we see right here, that means that they were alive and continuing to grow. That's calcite. You can see it's kind of that beige color here, does not mean they're growing anymore. They can still have water on them, but if they don't have that white color, they're not growing. They blew up with dynamite. The rest they did with pickaxes so they wouldn't damage the inside of the cave. Here you can see an 100-year-old stalactite.
Oh, there's a spider.
God, this looks so scary. This looks scary. Oh my God. From here, we were exiting the cave on the other side of the creek where the wildlife thrives.
Oh my god, dude, get this thing. Look at that. Oh my goodness. Bro, it's yeah, touch anything. Alright. We're dropping you off over here, man.
Princess Nittany is also what names the Nittany Mall a Nittany lion.
Our boat got stuck beneath by the chain onto some rock. Our guide had to fix it before we could move further.
No, I'm sliding you back. He's coming through. I'm gonna throw you in. Yeah. I'm not throwing you in. Promise.
There you go. Look at that. That was our problem. Little weight there. All right, just moving through here again. Thank you. Now, I believe the elk are a little bit hibernating. I don't know exactly if they're going to be out, but on our left side, we would see those elk. If they're not out, I believe the deer should be. They might be hiding in.
We were again going back inside the cave, and this time it was downstream, so the boat moved much faster.
It's gonna be more of an outside view. You can just see how large this thing is. So, everybody on the same side, you're gonna have to duck, and please keep those hands inside the boat. I do like to use this rock as a pivot point helps to make our way through. So I'll let you launch those hands and get launch those pins. Each here goes a paper thick. So stack 35,000 pieces of paper. How big is that stack of paper going to be?
It took us much less time to return. The experience was so good. There was a kind of mystery inside the cave, strange sound, dripping water, and a sense of heaviness. Our tour guide was excellent explaining us as much as he could. There was a huge gift shop right next to the cave. There were so many kinds of things related to caves, stone, excavation, and so on. The store was done up beautifully. There were a variety of precious stones, decorative stone items, a little toy train that ran through the ceiling of the shop, and so much. Thank you so much for all your support and love. I invite all of you to be a part of this memory making journey. If you like the video, please consider subscribing and share with your friends and family. This is Nimantrita signing off. I'll again come back with another journey, another experience, or maybe something new. Bye bye.